everybody, it's me. So we are going to be searching up something and reacting to it. It's right here because I already searched it up and I tried to react to it using a different screen recorder, but it wouldn't let me show the type. So we're going to be recreating the video and we're going to be using a different screen recorder. Hopefully I cannot actually, because like the previous screen recorder didn't let me see the video and kind of like deleted my video and like I wasn't allowed to access the video. So we're going to be creative with a different screen recorder. Hopefully this works out. Anyway, let's just punch it in or put it in
It was the end of the day, and I was waiting for my bus.
Hold on. Yes.
And my friends, when she began asking me.
Now, first of all, the voices are kind of annoying.
Questions. All of a sudden, though, she asked, "Hey, have you heard of the LGBT plus community?" Yes, I had.
This isn't a blind reaction. I've seen this before.
But almost. Do you support gay and lesbians, like the people who are in the LGBT community? Do I give her my honest opinion? Or should I lie?
Oh my god.
Maybe I should just tell her.
The fact that I actually kind of in real life look like this girl, like the white skin, the brown hair, the brown eyes, is really bad.
Happy. But what if it's not the right answer she wants to hear? I mean, she's my friend. I'm sure we'll be fine. After a quick pause, I gave her my reply. No.
No!
She tried to hide it.
No!
But I saw the shock on her face. She smiled awkwardly and said, "Oh, okay." I had no idea what that meant. I thought of it as nothing more than an awkward and random conversation.
Yeah, like human rights is just an awkward conversation. Sure.
Bye to one another as she walked her way home, and I hopped on my bus.
Now, before you say, oh, she might have been a Muslim, so she can't support. First of all, Muslims aren't valid for that. Muslims, like, are wrong for using religion as an excuse to be homophobic. That's extremely wrong. So, first of all, even if she was, she shouldn't even be doing it in the first place. Second of all, she isn't, so she doesn't even have a good excuse. Because, apparently, for Muslims, the hijab, because she's not wearing a hijab, and apparently for, like, really young children, it isn't mandatory, but I think past the age of puberty or whatever, or, like, I don't know, but she's clearly, because this isn't a yellow school bus, this is a public school bus, clearly she's a high schooler or freaking college, so it should so she should have to have it on by now. Yeah, anyway.
Before I went to bed, my mind kept replaying my friend's question and why she acted
So basically the lore is the friend was about to come out to her, and I think someone says that the friend may have liked the homophobic girl. Like, now I'm not saying that you don't have to date like being straight or like not dating the same gender doesn't automatically make you homophobic, because it's not your fault that you're just like not part of it. But the fact that she's not even an ally of it is sad.
to my answer. Why does she look like she was hiding something? Or what if she doesn't want to be my friend anymore? Am I a bad person for not supporting the LGBT
Kinda.
community? The biggest thing I couldn't get off my mind was her awkward smile hiding her true emotions from me. I thought about it the entire night until I fell asleep hoping it was just a harmless question and she'd forget about it tomorrow. I walked through the hallway saying hello to my classmates and friends, and every time
Gotta admit, the animation format, like how it's drawn, is kind of satisfying. I like watching this format thing, like the animation, how it's like drawing. It's like a drawing, and it looks like it's being like colored and stuff. Like as it's going on, I like it.
ignore me and whisper something to someone else right in front of me and then walk away. Did I do something wrong? Why are people giving me these mean looks? Finally, I saw my friend who asked me the question the other day and nervously said, "Hi." She automatically replied, "Get away from me." I backed up in shock. We were fine the other day. At least, I thought we were fine. What? What did I do?
What did I do?
At this point, everyone had their eyes on us, waiting to see what would happen.
Fight!
Why did you tell everyone? I thought you were my friend.
So what she's doing here is so basically the lore is what she's doing here is a lot of people are saying that she's changing the role. So basically originally the story would be that she's the gay one and this one, the darker skinned one, would be the homophobic one, but she's switching it to make it seem like the homophobic one is being oppressed.
Can I be friends with someone who doesn't support what I or all of us do? You're a monster and unaccepting of other people's
Like, see what she's doing here?
Just don't fit in with the rest of us anymore. At this point, everyone gave me a dirty look and ignored me. It was like I had committed some kind of sin and didn't deserve to be around everyone else. In an instant, I was the worst person in the entire school. The only thing I could do was run into the bathroom. I cried so hard, so much, and so loud. Someone in the other stall heard me and told me to shut up.
That was me in the other stall. That was me.
I felt so ashamed of myself for not supporting or accepting the LGBT plus community. I hated myself for not lying and saying I did support them. I wanted to go home so badly, there was no way I could. The rest of the day was just as bad, if not worse. People mocked me and called me homophobe, which wasn't true at all.
It kinda is.
I tried to tell them that it was my personal preference to not support it, but it didn't.
So a lot of people are like trying to ignore it, like or block out the fact that she said that she doesn't hate people for it, or like they're trying to like put words into her mouth for it. Like would she said that she would never like actually hate someone for it. So I decided to like. By the way, by highlighting this, I'm just highlighting like some good parts of the video. So she's saying that like I don't like she doesn't support it or nobody knows she would never hate someone for it. So I guess that's a positive. Like at least she doesn't do it. But yeah, so a lot of people are trying to block that part out. So I decided to be the one to actually highlight it, or people trying to say like, so yeah.
I mean, I hated people who were gay or lesbian. I had never felt so alone. So I decided I had to tell my parents what was happening to me at school. Would they yell at me?
Hopefully.
Or worse still, they might hate me.
They should.
I entered my kitchen to see both of my parents sitting there. Even though I tried to find the words to tell them I needed to talk, all I could find were tears. Both of them quickly stood up and came to the door where I was standing to comfort me. My mom asked me what was wrong, and I began to explain.
She literally took a coming out story and just completely infected it with her homophobia.
Question my friend asked the day before, and then my answer. That I just didn't agree with the LGBT plus community.
Oh, you're Pan and Ace? Oh, I don't agree with you. I don't agree with how you were born and something that you can't help. By the way, the reason I was being so specific is because like that's what I am. So like yeah.
To my delight, my mom and dad, they reassured me that it was okay to have different opinions.
Sniff, sniff, I smell my mom and smell my dad. Was this story like literally about me? Because like this child looks like me and the parents actually look like my mom and dad, and that's exactly something that they would say.
Other people about things.
So what the
Sexuality, religion, and politics. Just as long as you are not rude or disrespectful towards them. Unfortunately, the kids at my school didn't see it that way.
Because the kids at your school have a brain and an IQ higher than one.
My old friends would either turn their backs on me to ignore me, or worse, mutter mean words under their breaths as they passed me in the hallways. Their words would cut through me to my core. I would come home every day, head straight for my room, and cry. My parents would ask, "Darling, what's wrong?" but I couldn't bring myself to tell them how bad things had become. Over the next few months, my school life was miserable.
Aw, you can't be homophobic in peace. I'm so sorry for you. Sorry, not sorry.
No one was interested in hearing my opinion or reasons. All they cared about was their own.
Yeah, because their own is, I don't know, valid?
Things had become so bad at school that my grades started to slip. I just couldn't concentrate, and no one wanted to work with me or help me in class. Eventually, the school's head had noticed something wasn't right and called my parents in for a meeting. I was nervous, scared even, that my parents would be mad at me for letting this affect my grades. But after seeing how bad things had become and how unhappy I was, they both agreed that the best thing for me would be to move schools and have a fresh start.
This is literally the story of this is literally a gay story or like an LGBTQ story, but with the flipped. But like this is literally an LGBTQ struggle like story or where like the gay person has to like they go through all of like the stuff with the homophobes, but like the roles are switched, which is pathetic. A lot of people say the story isn't real.
And I've made great new friends, all with different views and opinions.
I don't even want to know what kind of conversation they're having right now.
Views, but
Why does he have like no finger? Like what happened to the rest of this guy's finger?
that there are better ways to express them. I look back on that day my friend asked me my opinion, and maybe if I hadn't been so short in my answer and turned it into a discussion about our different opinions, things could have been different. The way my new friends accept different opinions by discussing them rather than turning them into a witch hunt and isolating the person with a different opinion has made me feel so at home.
Yay, she put the home on homophobe. The ending is kind of sweet, to be honest. I don't support this girl, by the way. The ending is just kind of sweet. Like, but the fact that the ending is actually really nice, like the fact that she's actually homophobic, just completely ruins the ending that is actually nice.
I have learned that people will always have different opinions in life, but that is fine. Just because a friend doesn't agree with you doesn't mean you can't be friends. You should be open with each other and discuss your differences.
She is kind of right.
You don't need to be any more divided than it already is. And if it turns out you still don't get along with
She is kind of speaking facts right now.
hearing their opinion, you can still be respectful. Saying mean things to them is bullying.
No shit, Sherlock.
And even though they might look fine on the outside, inside they could be really hurting.
Wait, what was that? That was like some kind of inspirational. That sounds like a quote from the 90s or some kind of quote from like that sounded like just because that sounded like one of those like emo Emily TikToks. Okay. This was my first screen record. Bye bye.